But a
Yeah.
lot of, hardships have come in due diligence. When you buy a property, you don't know what you're buying, and you come across, sewer lines broken and air conditioning units and the roof leaks, and those are all part of business.
Right. Right. Yeah. And I'm sure that your like positivity has helped you
It
like
has helped a lot, beta.
yeah, yeah.
Lots of the time, because even we got hacked. By the way, oh my gosh,
Oh.
2017, I got hacked. Where I think there was a breach of 365, Microsoft 365. I was told, and they hacked my signature, my pictures, and everything, and then they drafted the whole emails sending to my investors to wire money and all that. Oh my gosh,
Oh
it
my
was
gosh.
humongous,
Yeah.
problem and everything. But then I hired a cybersecurity company same day, and
Mm,
they were able to then watch all my laptops and computers all through the USA and put
right.
malwares and other programs. So I invested a lot of money to take care of it. I think I lost 391,000 beta or something
Oh my
like
god.
that. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But you know, you gotta, as a CEO, you gotta just look forward. You say,
Right.
okay, what's the situation with adversity? How would good, solid, thoughtful person will handle it? And
Mhm.
how can you minimize the, damages, I guess, right? You know,
Right.
and then you
Yeah.
move forward. I've had some, trifles with some contractors who didn't do a better job. So I held their money, and then I went in negotiation and gave them 40% or 50% of the total what was due, because they
Right.
didn't do a good job. So those kind of adversities come.
Right. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. Um, so I guess I only have like just one or two questions
Sure,
left.
sure.
Yeah. Um, so I was wondering, how do you like decide when you um, want to sort of like change paths with your business? So I know that you went like from like single family homes to like multifamily, and then now you're doing like a senior assisted living and everything. So
Sure.
is yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I no, no, no. You're right on the money. You asked a very good question, beta. As to keep on, working in an industry, you always want to see what's out there. What are the returns to the investors? I found about 3 years back, the market was getting oversaturated. The sellers were really asking for lots and lots of money for their properties. Some properties went double in size. The one in Austin for me, went from 35 million to almost 60 million in just a
Right.
year and a half. I just bought it. But the thing is, the cash flow, or the cap rate in our language, we call it, have compressed. They've gone lower and lower and lower. And it's
Mhm.
becoming harder and harder to give the same cash flow to the investors. So 3 years back, it started, and I started thinking about how could we get into senior living,
Right.
because if we could, increase the rents from 700, $800, $900 per unit to 4,000, but we do have to give them meals and care and everything. But senior assisted living multifamily are performing much better than
Right.
regular apartments. Storage units, I'm getting into storage units also right now. I've also looked into hotels. So I've kind of branched out into some other fashions, so that I could keep on having the revenue streams and helping my investors, you know into diversification, I call it. So
Right.
I
Yeah.
just started a $50 million last year fund, and the fund is diversified fund. So
Okay.
whenever people put their 200, 400 million, then that investment is going to buy apartments already built. It's
Mhm.
going to build a senior assisted living. It's going to also invest from the already built senior assisted living apartments and
Right.
hotels.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's my
Yeah.
new, turn of the business where I'm going. And
Yeah.
then of course my academy. Then I'm also branding another company, Monil brand. I'm coming up with a new partnership with some company from Toronto,
Mhm.
where we'll be able to bring artificial intelligence into
Wow.
underwriting. So I've kind of perfected my underwriting templates in real estate, and now we are doing some artificial intelligence with that. So I'm
Wow,
always
that's very cool.
looking, to new avenues to really make a difference.
Right, right, right. Yeah. So with the going into new things, especially like I guess in the beginning when you first invested in real estate, and also like I guess you mentioned that you started like selling educational books like door to door instead of
Yes.
like your typical like engineering job.
Yeah.
Um, how did you sort of get past, I guess, any doubt or like any like feeling that there might be like a risk with
I,
coming with that?
I'm so glad what you said. The thing was, when I came here from India with $7, in 1975, I came from India in December, and January 13th of 76, I went to George Washington University. My uncle paid the first quarter of the fee, tuition fee, right? Because he was my sponsor. So I said, oh my gosh, I need to earn tuition for my next semester, right? So when
Right.
you have that kind of feeling and attitude, and then a friend of mine said, he raised the money. I think he told me 2,200, or maybe that was total amount that I needed to pay in the next semester. I said,
Mhm.
let's do it, Yogesh. He's Yogesh Agarwal, YK Agarwal. And I said, let's do it. So it was like I burned the bridge, right? I just
Right.
said, I'm going to do it. And once I started looking into it, getting slammed by people at the door, and I got hit by a car also, anything like
Oh
that.
my.
But the thing was, my attitude started to change, because this company trained us for 7 days. They gave me 7 books to read,
Mhm.
and they were Dale Carnegie's book, the top, no, the greatest salesman in the world book. It's still there. Og Mandino's book, and Dale Carnegie's How to Influence People and Build Friends. They gave me that. Think
Yeah.
and Grow book. They gave me free that book also, from Napoleon Hill. Magic of Thinking Big. W.J. Schwartz. They gave me that book also. And there are a few other books I remember now. Charlie Tremendous Jones. There is Life is Tremendous, I remember. And
Mhm.
so all those books got my mind in a right frame of mind. And then my accent was so bad. So when I will knock on the door, people wouldn't understand me. So they let me in. They'll say, okay, come on in.
Yeah.
And that just helped me to sell lots and lots of books. I was smiling a lot. So
Yeah.
when I was selling books, my trophies or plaques, they took my Kumar name out, literally.
Oh
And
my
in
gosh.
parentheses, they put smile. They
Yeah.
said, Vinny Smile Chopra. So it's been 45 years now, 45 or 46 years. I've had that name, 47 years, you
Yeah.
know? So, I mean, that's how it happened. But once I got overcome the objections and also the attitude, the negative wisdom, it just helped me to become a better salesperson and
Right.
communicator.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it happened, beta. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and then I guess like finally,
Yeah, sure.
yeah. So this one's just for me. But
Totally.
if you had like any advice to give, I guess like a 20-year-old going out into the professional world in a little bit of time, what are like some important things you think that would be helpful?
But yeah, I'm so glad you're saying that, to be truthful, our son got a job with Blizzard Entertainment. He got a job in VM software. I remember locally. He turned that down for 20,000 less pay. And then he went to work for Blizzard Entertainment, and to write software and all, write codes. Then he became product manager, and then now he's a senior product manager. Actually, the
Right.
reason I'm saying that all this is that I would highly, highly recommend everybody your age and everybody to really look through the financials courses and look through investments and savings. Save as much money as you can, do
Right.
as much work as you can to save a lot of money. Open up an LLC in Wyoming or someplace, and that way you could start your 401k or things like that, so that you can start investing in real estate. The reason I
Yeah.
say that, duplex, so house hacking is a great opportunity to have you get a duplex and maybe even co-own it with your parents or mom and dad and all, but then have one person live in one side and they pay for the mortgage for the other side and you live for free, or get a
Right.
fourplex. So
Mhm.
get into real estate as early as you can,
Okay.
because all the rich people in USA, they
Mhm.
have real estates, all the millionaires, billionaires, and the tax laws are made for real estate in USA. For
Right.
corporations and everybody, the tax laws are so much designed for the rich, and there are a lot of different tax advantages in there.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I would say please get more financially educated. And crypto also, I'm into crypto, our son is into crypto and everything,
Yeah.
daughter is too. But the thing is, but we got to learn more and more and more, right? And
Right.
that will be something I'll say, and start investing at the youngest age. I wish I had, I never repent. Yesterday's gone, right? I can't change it. I
Yeah.
can learn from it. So today is the day to really make a big difference, right?
Right.
And read a lot and write a lot and listen podcasts. There are so many great podcasts. So instead of watching a lot of television or listening to music and this, which we should, but also allocate 1 hour. I call it automobile university. If you are traveling or driving, why
Yeah.
not you listen to some,
Yeah.
podcast?
That's cover. Yeah.
Maybe listen to my podcast,
Yeah.
Syndication
No, I
Made
would love to. I
Easy.
definitely will. Yeah.
My YouTube channel is huge.
Yeah.
No, it's such a pleasure. I'm glad, that you reached out to me, and God bless you. And, you're at the right field. I mean, computer technology and IT is way, way, way. There is so much more to accomplish, in that field.
Yeah.
And that's the number one, in my mind. I know I've
Mhm.
seen Neil, our son, growing
Mhm.
with it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you. No,
giving your
it's such a,
time. I
oh,
had a great time learning about all of your experiences and
oh my
definitely learned
God.
so much. I can't wait to like listen to your YouTube channel, your podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Beta. Thank you, huh? Okay, Rishika, you have a blessed day. I'll talk to you
You
then.
too.
Huh?
Okay.
Sure.
Bye bye.
Bye
Thank you.
bye.